Morning, morning, y'all. I don't like that camera angle already. Let's go through and see who is in here already. Hey, Pond Hopper was first. Hey, Rex, Brandon, Annie Finn, saying good morning. And Joe Buck. Morning, Keith. All right. Well, we're here this morning. It's already been a long morning. The dog and the wife are both being stubborn. Go get Mama. The dog wants me today, not Mom. Mom must have scolded her yesterday when I was gone, got her going. Anyways, how y'all doing this morning? One of these days I'm gonna have to. I tried to do something about the lighting in here, but I just think it's the camera. As long as y'all can see this is all that matters. And I put this to where it's a little closer now, so maybe it'll be a little nicer process. So, but we'll get started here. Get me a drink. All right. So my buddy next door, he got his printer finally moved and situated in a different part of the shop that he's got for his t-shirt business. Well, his printing business, screen printing, does laser printing, makes my stickers. They're true vinyl stickers, so they like in the sun. They last quite a long time, like years. So, but he got me some more printed up. So, I mean, rubber band across it don't help much, but there's a stack of them there. So if anybody is wanting a sticker, send me an email at like you see down, like you see right there, but just squeeze it all together, and that'll be double hook angling at Gmail. And then if you want to recognize me when I'm out and about, if you're local and you see me, if you see a Colorado at the lake, you know, a Chevy Colorado truck at the lake, and it's got this big one on the back window, chances are I'm pretty close, because those ain't for nobody but my automobiles. So I got a few extras, so that way if, you know, I just maybe something happens, because where it is on my window, Gregory sometimes hits the glass with my wheelchair, loading up my wheelchair. So I've already had one sticker got ruined by Gregory scratching through it. Okay. So the guy that does my stickers is I don't know if I got one of his flyers right close, but the website is myteamgear.com. So it would be www.myteamgear. However you I'm having a early morning, can't spell nothing. I thought I had one of his business flyers here somewhere, but I guess I don't. But anyways, it's myteamgear.com. And he does all my laser engraving and stuff like that I've had done too. So I bought a cutting board and had it laser engraved, and that's what I set my jigs on and stuff when I'm tying. Of course, right now it's covered with a bunch of chenille spools of thread and stuff like that. So Tribulations Ready Survival. Well, if I remember right, that's Mike. And then Boilermaker Rick. Good morning, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Chris, how you doing? Indiana Chris. Oh, I just dropped my scissors. It's like that. I didn't even move or nothing, and they just said, oh. sweep them off. See if I can give out one at the table. All right. I wonder how many chips my floor has in it with these scissors. Hey, morning, Rex. See you pop back up. Lisa, good morning to you. All right. Well, there's few other announcements real quick. We're working on getting a bunch of stuff straightened out as far as all my social media stuff. So there wasn't a video this last week, and I apologize. I threw up a few lives. So we're working on. I want to make better content for y'all. So I've got somebody that's helping me actually get over my computer ignorance and kind of help me out a little bit. So we're gonna get some stuff, cleaned up on my website, and we're gonna get some stuff cleaned up on my YouTube to make it more presentable and do better job for all y'all. So with that being said, I got a few orders of jigs that I'm gonna put those somewhere safe. Few orders of jigs. So back on the stickers real quick before I forget. If you guys want a sticker, just like I said, double hook angling at Gmail, and I'll mail you out a sticker. I can't see selling them. I mean, what am I going to do? Charge you the 87 cents it cost me to get it made? Maybe a buck and a half, but I'd rather just give them out. So you guys want to trade stickers? We could trade stickers. I'd love to trade stickers. I got a wall that I need to fill. So, but today I want to tie up a bunch of big ones. So we're going to tie up some 1/8 stuff. And so this week, y'all be able to see it. So get started here. And then I've been tying these, what I have been dubbing or naming the Orange Crush, the double hook Orange Crush, the double hook Crush. I haven't really decided solely on a name yet, but it's a good looking jig. So I posted it on Facebook and stuff a couple times, but they have just been tearing up orange lately. Now, like I said, this is an 1/8, so 1/8 is a pretty good size one as far as crappie jigging and stuff like that. But with an 1/8, you could really cast out there quite a ways. So Indiana Chris said he's going to get a design this year and make some decals. Right on. Take down catfishing. Hey, bud, how you doing? Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, KP. Catfish Viking, good morning. Sunfish King, good morning. What's up? Yeah, sorry we didn't get to go fishing today, bud. I think that water froze last night because last night there was ice around the edges, so I bet you that water's frozen this morning. It got down to like 12 degrees or something like that. So okay, I think I'm caught up in chat. I don't think I missed anybody. If I missed anybody, sorry guys. But good morning to everybody. All right, enough goofing off and be a messin'. Okay. This one is just an orange head, round head. 1/8. It's on a 1/0 hook. I like big hooks. Cause I cannot lie. I like big hooks when you stick it in your lip. The upper lip. The crappie lip. Okay, get that stuff out of the way. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie on some orange feathers, but this jig, you use these rubber thingies. So this jig's a little different than just a regular jig. It's kind of what I call my hybrids. So these jigs are responsible for some 2-pound crappie off the bank. So I know there's a lot of guys in Kansas right now catching 2-pound crappie, but most everybody I know that's catching 2-pound crappie doing it on a boat. Well, I float out there in my kayak, but it's awful cold, and I don't like to be cold. I just don't like being cold. So I got a little scraggler hanging up there. Sometimes when you get a bunch of dark stuff down here on the table, especially the computer, it makes it hard to see when in the color and the lights and all that. So you'll lock that feather in. And this jig is fairly big too. So I go clear back there like that. And you want to flip your feather around. This feather is kind of a full feather, so it is going to make this jig look a little bit poofy fluffy. And I don't have enough coffee in me yet this morning either. I'm coffee deprived. Been a busy morning, like the dog, and I've been up since 5. I didn't get out of bed until about like 5:50, I think. I'm not even for sure. Just sitting on my Yeah, I got you, Sunfish King. And hey, guys, everybody, if you haven't followed Sunfish King, go follow Sunfish King. He just hit 5,000 subscribers. He's doing an awesome job. You guys make sure you look him up, hit him up. Go check him out. He's a great dude. I've been fishing with him a couple times, and he's got a lot on his plate. That's for sure. He's still going to school and stuff like that. So you guys go check him out. He's got shirts and stuff like that too, so hit him up about his merch. Yeah, that's what I said, Chris. I was like, wow, 5K. Oh, woohoo. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's no worries, man. Yeah, I think I'm at like 658 or something like that. So I know I'm moving. It's taking time, but like I said, I've been doing the best I can, and I'm just ignorant. So I got somebody now that helping me get things straightened out. Knows more about this techie stuff than me. So now we're gonna take and what I did was I did guess I can show you guys. You get these in a strip like this. And hey Naomi, can you turn that scanner down, please? They're all just checking in and somebody's gonna run a VIN. So, but anyways, you take about 7 pieces of this, and I got 2, 4, 6, 8. Oop, I got too many. So you take 7 pieces of that, because if you do 7, there's usually 20 pieces in there, and then you get an oddball. I don't know. I never even actually counted them. I just pull off 6 or 7 pieces. Then you tie that in there like this and drop it back down back behind your collar. Squeeze your bobbin out of it. All right, stay in there, thread. Okay, so, and on my vise, I use like my different spots from where I tie and stuff. And this jig is about that long. So now you gotta, sometimes them legs stick together. You gotta like move those legs around a little bit. Yeah, Sunfish King said his back hurts and stuff. Yeah, mine always hurts. But yeah, I feel your pain, bud. It just sometimes when you stand like that, it's just like, oh my God. I can remember before I was in the chair doing dishes and stuff like that, I could only do a few at a time. It'd kill me. That's not the right size I wanted. That was my smaller size. No, I guess that was the same size. Like I said in the morning, I got I don't know what's wrong with me. I just sometimes I have a hard time functioning in the morning, and there was so much going on this morning. It was just like so. Now this is that tiger stripe material, and these are going to be like the last I think this is going to be my last dozen jigs on this color because I'm out of this material. And I tried to order more and it says out of stock. And I tried 3 other places and the 3 other places said out of stock. So I'm assuming it's all made in one location. Rex said he bought some of that stuff the other day. Now he knows how to use it. Hey, Kelly, I think is Bullock's name. Welcome in. Am I right? I have trouble with first names, guys. So, but Bullock, welcome in, welcome in. He's another good one to go watch. Jay is outdoorsy. How you doing, bud? How's that Dobie puppy doing? Well, she was going nuts this morning, but then finally, Mama got her to lay down on the couch. The boys went to the thrift store. She's like let's see. She's about she's almost 11 months old. 10 no, she's a little over 10, in the 10-month-old area. I'm not quite 11 yet, but we just got her fixed and or spaded or whatever you call it when you do a female. And she wasn't happy. She was like but it stopped her from running around the house so much. She's just walking real slow. And now she's getting back to where it's been a week now. And so she's kind of, she's doing better. So, but anyways, this is what that jig looks like, guys. And that feather in there just adds a little bit extra color, a little bulk. I wish that would show up better for y'all. So, but I got a dozen of these tie up that are going out. And then after that, after we do these, I'm going to do some greens. I did get out some. Getting lost again this morning, guys. Kind of woke up with a headache too. I think I got dehydrated yesterday. I sat here and tied almost all day yesterday, and went to Wichita yesterday morning, and oh man, hey, yeah, at Cabela's, before I forget, at Cabela's yesterday, today, and tomorrow is their crappie special stuff. So this is, it's Cabela's, but I'm not promoting them. I'm just telling y'all that there's a good deal going on right now. It's 40% off of most of their crappie stuff. So this is not any endorsement of Cabela's except for you guys getting a deal. So, but also there's crappie dude's going to be there tomorrow. I can't remember his name right now. I'm having a brain fart, but the guy from B&M. And I ended up buying a couple. I had a jigging rod that I really liked. It was a Lew's 12 foot, and bought it just not too long ago. And I really do like it, but I'm just not a fan of it. Like I'm not in love with it. And so that is gone now. I gifted that to Rex from Pond Hopper, and kind of, it's one of those deals, friend deals. So you know how that goes. Anyways, so now Rex has a nice loose, 12-foot pole, and I went and bought 2 Diamond B&Ms, the new ones that came out, and I got 14s. So one for me and one for Gregory, because tomorrow is Gregory's birthday. He will be 26 years old. So he's not right here right now. When he gets back, I'll have him come up here, and if y'all want, you guys can tell him happy birthday. That'll get him excited, make him smile anyway. So yeah, wait. I consider myself young. I turned 50 this year, so it'll be the big 50. Woohoo. So but a birthday is just a birthday. My wife wants to do like a barbecue or whatever. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke a turkey. So I like smoked turkeys. So I think I'll smoke me a turkey. I can't afford a brisket. And there's a turkey in the freezer. It'll still be good then because my freezer set at 10 below. Hey, LG Bass. How you doing, bud? Man, I'm jealous. You're about to walk into CatCon. I wished I could go, but I'm not driving clear to the other side of Missouri. It's, I mean, I couldn't sit in the car or the truck that long. It'd kill me. But in October, I plan on going to Kansas City. If I have to, I'll get a motel room, get me one with a nice little. Try to find one within walking distance, but probably not. I just dropped my scissors again. But I'm going to Catcom one way or another, even if I got to drive up there in the morning. Be tired rolling around. Tell Gregory, drive home. No, Gregory can't drive. He can barely drive a lawnmower. I got him one of them. I got him one of them zero turn mowers. And when we tried to teach Gregory uh, how to ride that thing, oh my goodness, we took him out in the middle of the field. He still managed to hit something. But once he got it, it took him a few times, and we had him just mow the field at the farm. So it's like back and forth, or like, at first we was having him just do circles. It was easier for him. But on a zero turn, you make that thing go. It was hilarious. Yeah, everybody going to Catcom. Y'all, you have a great time. Y'all be blessed. And I mean, just don't spend too much money. Like me yesterday. I went to Cabela's. I didn't even go to get any crappie pulls. I just seen the ones I wanted. So I was like, bam, there it is. And yeah, I come home and I walked in the door and Naomi's like, two? I was like, yeah, one for me and one for Gregory. And she's like, you better get in there and start tying. So here I am a tying. Yeah, man, I wished I had the money and the times and the means and the, just to get there. I'd go twice a year. I'd go in now, on the other side, and then I go uh again to in October. I really would like to go to that. But also now we got I'm getting all my social media stuff fixed, like I said, and many blessings to the person that's helping me. So we didn't discuss if I could say who was helping or not. So we'll just leave it as I'm getting help for my ignorance on this computer stuff. And I'm so excited to get this going for you guys. I made that one too long. But the deal is I'm going to have plenty of time now to get some things going that I've been behind on since I'm getting help. It's being they're just way faster at this stuff than I am as far as my social media stuff. So, hey, Ernie Brown, how you doing? Tell Chrissy hi. uh, busted open Dawn's door. Yeah, I really want to go to Catcom, but the I keep getting off track here. I need to get me a whiteboard and write down everything I want to say so I can remember what I'm going to say. Um, as far as getting my website and my social media stuff and all that. I'm just trying to make it better for y'all. We're going to get this thing figured out sooner or later. So now, with having some help and it not taking so long, and be learning some new things, I'll have more time to tie. So right now, I'm a week behind on jigs. With my previous time, and like what would normally take me 2 days or 3 days to do, I've got done yesterday. So, and now I'm working on this one, and then after this one, I'll work on another one, and I'll probably be sitting here until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Take a break for lunch, get this stuff cranked out today till my back can't handle it or my butt can't handle it. You know what? We went fishing again at Kingman Lake the other day. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Kingman Lake, my butt's so sore sitting on them rocks, but I crawled down the rocks because the lake is so low. It's like 12 feet down to the water. So I crawled down all these rocks and I got a piece of rebar and stuck in my backside a little bit. And so now I probably need to go get a tetanus shot. I hadn't had one in a few years. So, hey, Don, how you doing, bud? Yeah, but we were down there. I got to fishing, and man, it was a slow day. That wind come up, man, it was cold. But they got the list out now about Kingman Lake. There's a news article that was in the Kingman paper. So if you're interested, you look at my Facebook, and my Facebook group is Double Hook Angling Facebook group. So you can go there, and if you're not a member, you can join if you want. But I think I even might have posted that on my personal email too. But in there it says that they're going to be stocking black crappie back in there. So it won't take but a couple years, and then black crappie will be back up to 10 inches if they stock babies. Usually when they stock crappie, they're stocking 3 to 10 inch crappie because they go get it out of their ponds that they do. I actually last year, was it last year or the year before? I had them come seine my pond, our farm pond, and the fish farm came out there and seine them, and they took a lot. It was like 3,000 plus bluegill, I think. I'm not for sure. There was no count done, but when they seine that pond, they had fish that was from, there was probably 8 foot wide, 3, 4, probably about 4 foot deep, and then 4 foot deep this way, and it was just all bluegill, no water. They had that many, and they were scooping them out with nets, and it was scoop after scoop after scoop. So it was like 3,000 fish, and they got some crappie out of there. They threw the bass back in, and it was a big effort getting that pond situated. Yeah, they have plans on opening it back up in November, like Rex said. And when they open it back up and the water level is to sufficient depth, that's when they'll actually do the stocking. So it should actually probably be. We usually get a couple good rains in November, so it won't take much to fill it up. And but once it is to an adequate level and stuff, they will start stocking it again. They're going to put. They were saying something about they are going to stick in some broody stock and stuff like that. So there will be some bigger stuff stuck in too. So, but the last time they filled it, it literally only took 2 years, and we were back to catching 10 and 12 inch crappie. So, but remember, crappie only live 8 to 10 years max. Most crappie only live about 3, maybe 4 years. Is like your if you're going out and catching 10 and 12 inch crappie, those are usually 2 or 3 years old. Crappie grow like 3-4 inches a year. So if you didn't know, the and then them they the white crappie are way more prolific, as far as breeding, because they, to me, from everything I've learned, the white crappie are more of a like a get up next to each other spawning spawners, rub a dub. And then black crappie are more like bluegill. Black crappie actually have a nest. The male guards the nest, then the female moves in, lays a few eggs, moves to the next nest, and the female lay 180,000 eggs. So they, but Kansas, people keep saying, well, Kansas don't stock crappie. Well, I'm here to tell you, they stock black crappie because it's on the list of things they're going to stock back in there. So it won't take long. The northern pike, they usually put some good, 20 to 40 inchers back in there for breeding. I don't know if they'll go that big this time. They were saying something about just putting in the 20 to was it 16 to 20 inch length on the pike. So we'll see. The problem is it depends on which park person you talk to. So, but also the black crappie are more of, like I said, they're more of a nester. So they're going to be, more to where they can set. The males will set and take care of it after the females come through, and one female will lay eggs and half a dozen nests. And the white crappie, they're more of a spawn and done type. In a day or two, they're finished off doing their thing. It seems like, to me, what I understand too is the white crappie like breeding in the rocks better, and the black crappie more, they're more of a sandy bottom, or like in the brush and things like that, where the sediment's at, where they can get in there and sweep it out. But I've also noticed during the spawn, hey, Split Shot, good morning, how you doing? I noticed that during the spawn, the black crappie, their back fin is really rubbed on the bottom part of their fin. So that makes sense, because the black crappie, they want to clean out that hole, I guess, like a bluegill or something. So, I've never got that far into studying. That's just what I've read in, some biology books about them and stuff. So, and if it ain't right, well, it was the Parks and Wildlife's fault, because I got it from one of their things back in the day. I'm sitting here just gabbing and not finishing my jig. Oh, I hate running out of materials. You guys, if everybody would stop buying so much of material, there'd be more to have. No, I'm one of the ones that, me, guys. I really encourage y'all to get out and try to tie and do the best you can. Hey, Coastal, how you doing? I seen you come in, but I forgot to say something. I was in the middle of my conversation. I guess they were both mediums. But tell Panda I said hi too. Okay, I'm going to show you guys kind of what I do when I run short on a piece. Like this piece here, I know this piece here will not finish this jig. So you could tie that in and you can go up halfway, and then you can finish off, the rest of it with the new piece. Because I like my pieces to where I can handle them and they don't knock everything over and pull everything over. So, hey, Fishing Fever, how you doing, bud? So, instead of using this piece, I will take this piece and I will set it aside, and I will save it for doing a smaller size that will make it all the way around, because I don't like, you can see a seam with this type of chenille. Now, if you're using the old style chenille, the flashy stuff, like this, and this stuff works really great, too. When you need some flash in there, this stuff works good too. It just, to our eyes, it's not as pleasing. So, but if you're using that stuff, you can do half a body wrap and then finish off your wrap. So, now, are you guys tired? Are you bored of seeing the same color? I tied up 4 of these for you. So just to make it not so be boring. We'll switch some color out. Okay, see, there's another one. And the double crush, I really like the name for just double crush, because double hook angling, and it's my colors and that whole sour truce, like what's on the back of my shirt. So, but and also I got plenty of shirts in stock now. So if you guys are wanting a shirt, you can hit me up for a shirt. In other words, hint merchandise push. I'll tell you guys, I'm trying to do as much as I can, and yes, I am doing this. I want to make good content for you guys. Hey, Leon Life, how you doing, bud? I want to make good content for you guys, and I want to do this as a business. So, I mean, this double hook angling is a whole brand. It's my brand. It's me. Everything that's associated with double hook angling is I approve it, or I have thought of it, or it's what I want. Because I have double hook Facebook. A double hook angling Facebook group, which if you're not a member and you want to join, you can go, hit me up on that. I have double hook angling Instagram. I have doublehookangling.com. And I just want to, I want to do this to make the best jigs so you guys can catch the best fish, but I also want to do it to make money. My wife has not been working for over a year now because of her car wreck, and they're pretty adamant that she's probably never going to go back to work. So we're down, like, I hate to say it, but we're down a lot of money. So she was the one that has worked for the last 10 years, and I've just done what I could. So it would be greatly appreciated if y'all are needing something, just to holler. And if not, be blessed anyways. Everything, just share my stuff out, subscribe, like the videos I put out, make comments, say hi, all that kind of good stuff. It all helps. And if you can't afford, things, because I know right now this economy just trust me, I know. I don't want to go there, but I know. So I want to make it to where we all can do good together and all get something, out. And I did those last week, didn't I? I don't want to tie up the same thing I did last week. Ooh, I know what we can do. Let's tie up something that I've done a little different. I don't know if I've done this one or not, but let's do this is another good color that I really like, and I'm trying to get into this one. Okay, so this one's a disco silver. So I mean, I know my camera's not too good, guys, but right on, Keith. I mean, y'all don't got to do all that, but if like I said, I if you can't afford it, I understand. But if you're, you want to help, this is, whoops, don't even use that thread. This is how we're going to get it done. So I bought some gray heavy thread. I wonder how we did an order together, and got, a few of us guys got together and we did an order. So we got some big old 210, but on these big jigs, the 210 will work just fine. So. But this is why I needed this for, because this is a nice silver gray. And where is the start? Oh, I hate when they do that. They put that thread down in there where you can't hardly get to it. So yeah, and by the way, guys, if you're mods, if I've got you as a mod on here, and I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to mod everybody, but if you're a mod on here and you want to share out channels, please do so. I mean, I'm not up to just making this all about me. You guys share out your channels, do your thing. We're all in this together. Okay, so I got my little bait keeper hook clipped off, and I got my silver thread or gray thread, whatever you want to call it. See, man, that's almost invisible on there. That'll work. So this one's going to be kind of the same thing. Same style of jig, because I'm doing a bunch of these up. And I lost my gray feathers. I'll put them back in my sack. I got this sack of loose stuff running around here. I need to, I don't know what happened to half the Ziploc bags they was in. You know, I take them out and I start using them, and then that Ziploc bag ends up on the floor. Yeah, I like the little plug that's in the Ultra, like that little rubber plug. You just slide your line underneath it. But also my bobbin is gapped for that thing. That's why some of the threads that don't have that, especially the Danvilles, they my bobbin is loose. So I sometimes I pull the whole spool pops out of the bobbin in my hand, and I don't want to squeeze it shut. And I got another one that I have, but I'm saving that for something that I'm, kind of trying to think on. So, want to be outdoors. How you doing, bud? Well, this is actually colored. This is a disco silver. It's basically just silver glitter, and but there's a lot of guys that there's one guy that I sold a bunch of heads to, and he liked the lead color. So, but he didn't want them to oxidize because he doesn't use them that often. So I just colored them clear, and they turned out awesome. That feather is kind of, yeah, that feather's wonky. There's something up with that feather, like it's dirty. I can feel it. I ain't using that. I will throw it away before I'll put it on a jig. Trust me. It's not worth the. I was going to say 10-cent feather, but yeah, right. These days it's like, I think you get like 80 feathers for $6. So I don't know. Yeah, it's probably about 12 cents. Oh, I about threw that in the bag. Here's my trash for the month. Ain't that nuts? Oh, I mean, and even I had a spool. If you see in there, there's a spool in there that I threw away because it started to come. One of the loops dropped off of there, and then it just started to run, and I couldn't find the end of it. And by the time I was done, half the spool, I was like, and then it did it again. I just threw it away. Rex, it might be, but it's all the stuff I don't want to. Okay, like this feather here, this is how this feather came. This is how this feather came. Do you see all that cut in on it? I don't want to use that and make some shanky looking jig. Oh, it ain't happening, bud. Junk jig paradise. That's true. That would be I guess I could tie some of those up and call them the 25-cent special. I just don't want to tie that kind of quality. I'm not. If I ain't proud of that jig, you know me by now. I'm throwing that thing in the trash and I'm done with it. All right. Now move. I need to get me a better shelf, better desk, something, some better organization skills. All right, now I know that I had. I gotta find the right color I want to use. I got a bunch of these bass skirt thingies. There was a sale on them at one time, so like I was like, I need that color. Oh, wait a minute, I need that color. I need that color. Oh, ooh, look at that color. And then by the time you're done, you got 20 some colors in the bag. Okay, so like this one is this one's called yeah, I ain't even about to try to pronounce that. But anyways, this is a silver and gray. So there again, we got our little squigglies, skirts. I'm assuming that's what these are. It says silicone skirtings. So I don't even pay attention to what half this stuff is called. I just like it, so I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just like how it looks, and the colors. Like in my head, I can put them. I think that's how come I like to do the jigs, is because in my head I can see the materials just laying there, like the feathers and the powder paint and this stuff, and then I can put it all together in my head and already know what the jig looks like before I make the jig. So I don't know if that's I'm a little touched in the head. You could say that sometimes, I assume. Okay, now instead of doing what y'all think I was gonna do, which I bet y'all thought I was gonna do silver, didn't you? I'll throw you for a looper. Okay. Instead of doing silver, because there's enough shiny with the head and enough shiny with the tail. Says the weird jigs get the hit. They look wounded or sick. That's right, Chad. I a lot of maybe that's why I catch so many fish, is because if I tie a jig that I don't like the looks of it, I don't want to give it to somebody and them go, this just okay. So I keep it for myself. So my box is full of like goofies, where maybe the tail's too short, or one feather like sticks out crooked one way and it just didn't wrap right or something like that. They go in my box, but everybody that's been all the times that I've been fishing, me and the people that were with me, so just a few guys, literally we've caught like 2,000 fish in the last few weeks, in the last couple weeks. So I mean, we're it just it's going nuts. Me and Gregory went out one day, and we were just, I mean, gosh, we were going nuts. So this is this stuff is something that I got a long time ago, and I just haven't figured out what I wanted to use it on yet. So this is what I was thinking. So now this thing is going to like have a big body, and this is bigger than what I normally tie, but this is on an eighth, and that bigger profile on them bigger crappies sometimes, man, you'd think this time of year you just catch them on little bitty ice jigs or little 64 ounce, and that's what some people really want. They want them tiny jigs. Here's a box that the guy actually he wanted, and then once I told him the cost, he was like, no thank you, and it was just it was okay. So now I'm gonna, like, this is a box I think I even showed last week that I was going for. So I'm gonna finish this box out. It may not be today because I have some, this box is just gonna be a box that I'm gonna be doing. But I have some that I actually have been told me what colors they want, and they're things that I need to get out. So those are going to go out first. I'm a little behind on some stuff, but hey, that's a good thing. You guys are supporting me, and it's been awesome. So yeah, yeah, Jared, that poor guy, he's cleaning fish forever. So He's the one that went. Jared from Pond Hopper TV is the one that, and Rex and all of us, we all went fishing, and Jared's the one that ended up keeping that ice chest full that day. And there was a lot of fish that was in that one, and then he kept fish again and again, and it was nuts. So there's that one. Now, I'm like I said, I know it's got a bigger body, but man, and this time of year you wouldn't think, but these crappie we're catching, they're like, from here to, I got to back up and get in the camera to here. There's a couple 2-pounders or right at close to 2 pounds caught, but it's been nuts. One day we went out and we caught over 700 fish in one day. Between, it was my buddy, was it Jason there that day? See, I've been fishing so many times with so many people lately, I can't keep track no more. But we literally caught 500 to the first day, or the first day was like 150 something. And then we went out again, it was like 300 something. And then we went out and it was 500. And I posted a video on the 500. Then we went out again, it was 700. It was just nuts. And they were biting on whites and pinks and oranges. Orange was killing it. But at Kingman, they were wanting smaller stuff. Of course, I don't know if anybody threw anything bigger at them. But they're wanting like 32nd. And then at, the other places we've been going, they've been wanting these big guys. So, and you just throw it out there and then just let it set and then move it a little bit, bump it a few times, and then bam, smacking it. It was, and then having Pond Hopper and Rex and all them there, it just made it so much more fun to be able to share that with them. Me and Gregory been fishing that spot. Some of my videos you guys have seen, last year and stuff that were from there, and we called it Gregory's Spot. So we did a couple lives from there. Live on my kayak was out there. It was fun times. Take care, Fishing Fever. Have a blessed day, bud. But yeah, and then hopefully, hopefully it don't let that, it doesn't let down. Hopefully we just keep catching fish like this. That'd be awesome. I thought that I'd be able to have a 5,000 fish a year one of these years. I didn't think it was going to be this year, but this year it has just been going insane. I just can't believe that, of course, with the drought and Kingman Lake being low like it is, them fish are confined down to that water in the whole lake. One guy out there in a boat said the deepest spot he could find was 4 foot. So, and it's a flat bottom lake. So like from the shore out about 5 feet, you still have some rock going like this, some riprap, but then the whole thing is just flat. It may vary a foot or two, but I'm talking like over 100 yards. It'll only vary a foot or two. So it is. Did I get enough in there? So, yeah. So it is a good lake, and maybe it's just because now that they're that shallow, you only have to run your jig a foot 16 inches down, and you're in their face, even if they're dang near on the bottom. You're at least within a foot of them, and I think it's just a matter of running it in front of one. So it makes sense. The water column's not as deep, so if you're throwing out and you're pulling your jig back and working it and stuff, something's bound to hit it. But with then fishing on the logs is what we're mostly doing. We literally caught 700 fish within 15 feet of each other, and it just lasted all day. It never quit. They just kept coming in and coming in. Either that or they're just 5,000 fish sitting down there going, so that's why we were having so much luck. But it was the windblown side of the lake. It was so much fun. I don't even know where to put my scraps today. Need to start see, I hate wasting pieces like this because I know that'll do another jig. And I don't know what, oh, there it is. I was supposed to clean up, and I started cleaning up, but it takes so long when you're trying to put things away and do it all. It just, and then trying to talk to you guys and read, and you know how it goes. So I got. I'm going to tie up the rest of these today. He wants some sour truce ones, and then got a runaway feather up here. Hey, my son's working today. I didn't think my son was working today. My son's an EMT, and I just heard his voice come over the scanner. They're going to go take care of an ambulance call. If any of y'all out there are first responders, thank you guys. Y'all are out there, military, thank you guys. And gals. When I say thank you guys, I'm meaning everybody, as in buddies, pals, not just female or male. And then, but yeah, we've been ripping some big crappie. We're hoping that, I'm hoping that we can get hey, Keith from NWPA. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, we're hoping that this year I got, Rex. He's still in here. I see him. We're going to get him a PB crappie. For sure, we're going to get him a PB crappie. And if not, we're going to try our hardest. But also the same goes for, Jared and Mike and Sunfish King. I want to get him a PB too. I want to set my grown-up PB because I had a PB when I was younger, and then I had a PB back when I was, a younger man. I still, like I said, I still consider myself a kid now, but there, but this is back before phones and cameras and, that you carried around with you. Nobody cared about that kind of stuff yet. And I want to get one on video or on at least, a picture, something. But I want me a 3.5 pounder that's at least 18 inches long. I'd like to catch me an 18-inch crappie this year. I know that's high hopes, guys, but I want to do it. High hopes. Yep, I got high hopes. And no, I can't sing because, and also, somebody said my voice sounded weird because the way I talk. Well, when I was a kid, I had vocal nodules. So they did surgery on my vocal cords. So that's why I'm like, I can't sing. When I sing, my voice cracks like a kid. Because they'll the vocal nodules affect the way your voice operates. And then also if I get like on this show, towards the end of the show, if you notice, my voice changes some. And so they actually told me not to yell and scream. And there's times where I will, especially if I go to like a game or something, I'll holler so much I won't be able to talk for a week. My wife might like that, but yeah, I had vocal nodules when I was a kid, just whatever they are, nodules on your vocal cords, and I they found it when I was in singing class in like 5th grade or something like that. And then they did surgery at that time, and then I had surgery again later. But the second time I had surgery, they used laser, or something like that. Burnt them out. I don't know. I was young. But yeah, no, well, let's not just catch. No, it's time to catch a 3-pound slab. That's what we want, Rex. We want a 3. You know, you know, if you guys caught a 3-pound crappie, you'd be smiling and break your face. I know I'll be smiling really big. But that's my goal this year, 3-pounders. See, those are good looking little baits. There's 3 of those. I'm gonna tie something else for you guys. You know, we got a little bit more time left. Let's go. Let's go something different. I know I had some of those. Here you go. Got a few of these left. These are some double dips. See that? They got a little, they're black, but they don't got a little orange head to them. See some double dips. So tie a few of them double dips up. Now these are on a little bit smaller hook. These were back when I was putting them on 1 hooks, size 1s. The problem is with the size 1s, in my opinion, every single one of them. See, this is what I like about sickle hooks, and a good crappie hook should be this way. So you see the eye here. Okay, so if your eye, you should be able to go straight back and catch your point. And if not, you need to bend that point up some more and use something that's not going to scratch your hook, because you could break your hook. But if you're using your fingers, be careful, don't poke yourself, and because these things are sharp. So that's why they're called little nasties. But I want that hook actually needs to be bent up a little bit more. And another way you can do it is when you stick it in your vise and get it clamped down, you can go like that. See now how much I lifted that hook up? So now that hook is right there where it needs to be. So this one, I changed thread again for y'all. This one we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it in a little different color too. All right. So not just to show you that I gotta find them. What do I do with those? Yeah. It'd help if I could find what I do with the feathers that we got. Oh, there they are. All right. Okay, now this jig, being that it's orange and black, but the undertone is black, I'm going to use black. Now, these feathers we got on a joint purchase, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not as happy with them as I am the other ones I've been getting. So they're okay, but they just feel, I mean, when you feel them, they feel thin. I mean, it's like you're like, okay, you got, like, if you're rubbing a child's hair, how it feels real nice and thin and smooth, and then when you rub an adult's hair, it's still nice and smooth, but it's a thicker, you can just feel it. Yeah. And Rex, yeah, I'm glad you said something, bud, but I was gonna, I'm not. I mean, they're gonna work, but I bet you I'm gonna have to, just to get the visual aspect I want. I'm probably gonna have to run 2 feathers a jig, which sometimes I do run a feather and a half or 2 feathers a jig. It's no big deal. It's just they're just. I mean, they're just. And they'll work great. The problem is they'll work great for 64ths or 30 seconds even, but for these bigger jigs, they're just not the poofiness that I want. Because see, there's 3. I know black's going to be a little different too. I don't know. I guess it's not so bad, but I still want to add another. Nope, you're fine, Anyfin. Okay, like see here. See here, look at the quality of this feather. They should have never stuck that in there. Should have never stuck that in there. And I looked for bugs. Trust me, I looked for bugs. Once I seen that, I took and I went and got the magnifying glass and I shook the bag and I looked down in there to see if I can see any little black specky bugs. I didn't find any bugs. So just to be safe, I went ahead and got a little bit of uh, formaldehyde and stuck it on a little cotton and stuck it in there. Yeah, see those that's prior damage to dying, I think. See, like that feather's got a spot. Look against my orange shirt. You see that spot chunk in there? I'll be able to use the tip of that, but yeah, I'm not too thrilled with those. And we did it and got a joint thing to just make sure that we were, all going to share in some shipping and stuff like that. So I just they'll work, but they will just work. And they're almost to the point where I really don't want to tie jigs with them. But they're still, I'm going to be picky and go through them and get the quality out that I want. Yeah, and that's my deal. So it'll be all right, Rex. They'll work. I mean, they're working right now, so okay. Now, I just having eye problems this morning, man. I wonder if they told me in my last doctor's appointment, hey, you're fat. I said, yes, sir. I do. Well, actually, it was yes, ma'am. I do know I'm fat. She's like, you could lose 40 pounds, maybe even 60. I was like, you know how hard that is when my wife cooks like my wife. Well, I should say bakes like my wife bakes. I'm not going to tell my wife, no, I'm not going to eat your cookies. You know what she would do to me if I. She'd throw them in the trash and say, fine, ain't nobody going to eat them. And then everybody would cry. Everybody that gets her cookies would be like, no, I would have took them. Yeah, hey, pay attention there, Dave. Yeah. No, I love my wife, but yeah, I'm a big guy, but I do like to eat some cookies. So she's my enabler. I got I got I got I got I told her the other day, I was like, you gotta stop. You gotta slow down a little bit. The the fun thing is she she just I mean she just wants to give up some love through her cooking. Okay. Now, where did that other one go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now comes the ugliest chenille I have ever seen. But it will be ideal for this. I'll find the end of it. They call this Halloween. It's orange with black. So it'll suit this jig good, but just personally, I don't like it. I gotta let my untwined it. Okay. I mean, it just The color is going to look good once you wrap it, but as it long to where it's just black and orange and black and orange and black and orange. There's some sparkle in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, there's going to be like, I mean, now that I told my wife to slow down, I need to be supplemented by, in other words, yes, Rex, I will take some more of your wife's banana bread.
Yes, I know.
That stuff was awesome. I would not be opposed to that. Okay, so but my whole thinking is the orange head and the black, and then the there. We're just mixing it up. So this is something that just you know was in my head, and I tied like 3 of them. I made those heads up, and I was like, well, I just gotta do. And I used them one day about it's probably been a year now, because that's about how long ago I bought this chenille and did these heads. I think actually I might have done these heads just recently. Actually, no, these might be heads I did a month or two ago. But anyways, um, as far as an orange and black jig, this thing, Halloween special or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But look at that thing. That thing is wickedly cool once you wrap up that chenille. That thing turns out awesome. But when you have that chenille like this, you're like, really? What the heck am I going to do with that? But when you get it as a jig, look at that thing.
David surprise.
So, we just call that one Halloween. Just some of the things you just think that, that's not going to work. Why would that work? Oh, that ain't going to work. When I hooked that, I didn't hook that thread right. Okay, I don't normally do this, but one of these threads on here didn't lay right. So guess what? This jig ain't going to nobody. It's going to go in my box. So now that I messed it up, quality control, people, quality control. I'm all about quality control. That's why I will not, if I don't tie the jig, I ain't pawning it to nobody. So since I goofed up my jig, I got to fix it, but it's going to be fixed and put in my box. So this is how my box gets full. I mean, I know I tie some for myself sometimes, but I don't know if you guys can see or not. Let me try to get it up there. But right there by the head, don't mind my booger fingernail. Right there behind my head is not laid right, and I don't like that. So that one is mine. So that's too heavy. I was going to put it on my hat, but that'll be too heavy to put on my hat. I'll save that one out to the side. I needed one of those in my box anyways. So I'm going to try that again and not be so. Thought I pulled out more than one of them. Oh, I did. Like I said, I got too much trash on my desk. I can't keep this stuff straight. Okay. Yeah, so what's everybody's plans this week? I know that Rex said something about us getting together again maybe this week and do some fishing. I'm all up for that. So what is you guys got planned? The one and only Jigs and Cookie. Yeah. But anyways, what the doctor, he was like, or she was like, I keep saying he, I don't know why I keep saying he, but Miss Donna is my doctor, my nurse practitioner. She goes, you need to lose weight. Your blood sugar's a little bit wonky, because I was like 101. So, I mean, is that bad? She's like, you're pre-diabetic. And I was like, oh, yeah. So what does that mean? She's like, quit eating so much junk. I was like, oh, well. Then that's when I told Naomi we got to lay off of this stuff. And she's like, okay, we'll see. In other words, she probably won't, but that's all right. Everybody needs cookies in their life once in a while. See, there's another. Just I'm having to hold it up so I have the computer screen behind it so I can see the light through it. Yeah. I keep wanting to throw that in the wrong spot. I don't normally trim my feathers first before I tie them up, but that feather was so wonky. That's all kind of long. But I wonder if that whole sugar thing has something to do with my eyes. Probably does. Probably means she's right and I need to lay off of stuff, but yeah, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to these feathers now. Really close. I don't want to put out any bad products to y'all. It's all right, Naomi. I doubt if they can hear that scanner too much. It's pretty low. One code green refusal, which means they didn't have to run nobody to the hospital. Good thing. Get off of there. Some fuzzy or hair on there. All right. What are you doing, Dave? Why'd you drop off of there so much? All right. I'm going to have to start me another pile of stuff here. I need to clean up this mess after I'm done with this show so I can actually get somewhere. Hey, they're home. The boys are back. The boys are back. All right. What'd you get, Gregory? They know it's his birthday tomorrow. Come here, Gregory. Gregory, you want to come say hi to everybody?
You don't have to say it.
Well, you don't have to say it because we know you're not gonna. But
hey,
one of these
they want
days.
to see the birthday boy face. They want to see the birthday boy face. Yes, they want to see the birthday boy face. Get over there.
Oh, he's fine, dear. Let him come on his own.
Birthday boy face. Get over there and smile. Smile for the camera.
Quit teasing him, or he's not going to come over here. Come here, Gregory. What did you find? Look, Gregory got, what is this? Are them pants or sheets? Oh, Gregory got him a queen sheet for his bed. He got him a camouflage sheet, and he paid $1. And he's got a queen bed, so that's a good buy, $1 for a sheet. And then he got this, a sun face mask, wind mask, whatever you want to call it, mask. And it's got the holes in the head. But come here, squat down so everybody can see you. Say, look, they want to tell you, look, tomorrow is Gregory's birthday, everybody. How old are you going to be, Gregory? You going to tell him? Why ain't you going to tell him? Gregory will be 26 years old tomorrow, guys. A little tease for Gregory.
Wash them and put on your bed. I got one.
Can you guys hear him talking? He does talk. He don't like nobody to hear him. He's bashful. But there you go. There's a good one that's for, that will go in that. So they look so good though. Don't they? Those are good looking jigs. Well, guys, we got a few more minutes here. I appreciate all y'all. You know, this is so much fun doing this stuff, getting to chat with you guys. Like I said, I want to get it to where we get some guests up here. I'm still trying to figure this out, and I've been so busy. I haven't thought of anybody, per se. It's not that I'm not. I don't know how to say this properly. I got plenty of people in mind. The problem is I want everybody up, you know. So I'm having a hard time picking, one or the other. So, it's just that kind of thing. And I really want to have Robin C up here tying or at least chatting. She's been my chat reader a couple times. I want to even, heck, I'd like to get Rex up here side by side while he's at his little tie-in spot and tie with me. So, a little side by side tie-in time. I got natural state fishing. Get him up here. There's quite a few people that I want to get up here. It's just I think we're gonna wait for until next season to do that. So we're on show 17 today. We'll have 3 more weeks of shows, and oh well, Rex said that we can plan on that for next week. But okay, so we might get a guest or two before the end of the season. But next season, I want to actually like make individual thumbnail instead of just having my thumbnail up for this season. My jigs and coffee. I want to do individual thumbnails and have like a picture of the guest person on there, that kind of thing, and have it pre-planned, scheduled out, a week or so ahead of time, or at least a few days before, at least get an agreement with somebody to pop up, and that way I can send them the StreamYard link and stuff like that. So but hey guys, I tied up, technically only tied 7, 8, 9 jigs while we're sitting here talking, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna jump off of here. So we'll say goodbyes to everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Hey David Miller, I appreciate you coming in. If you came in earlier and I didn't see you, sorry, bud. Or if you've just been lurking in the back like some people just do, hey, welcome. So I get this stuff tied up today. I got a lot to tie today. I probably got about 120 jigs. So I'll be busy most of the day. It took me an hour to do 10 basically, or an hour and a half to do 10. But I was sitting here BSing. You guys seen that it doesn't take long to tie a jig. So we'll get on to that. And, hey, you guys have a great time out there fishing this week. Loving each and every one of you. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all have a blessed week. Some content will be coming out soon. We may not have too much except for some shorts thrown up this week. I am still working on this video of the second 500 day, the 700 count day, where we all took a home fish, but I had I had 40 some clips and then 20 some of them got corrupted, and then I don't know what's going on with my stuff, but now we're getting that stuff straightened out. I'm getting help. Somebody that knows what they're doing. Thank you, Rex. You're awesome. I'm a technical idiot, so we're going to get this stuff figured out. Oh, Rex said new video by Monday. Oh, okay. So, hey, I'm lazy, guys. No, I'm not lazy. I'm just ignorant. There's a difference. If I was lazy, I wouldn't be doing nothing ever. I would use my wheelchair as an excuse, but this thing is just, this thing is a means of me getting from point A to point B, and sometimes it works, and sometimes I get frustrated, and sitting on top of the rocks looking at everybody else walking around down there, especially Billy Goat Gregory over here. He's just like rock hop from there. Oh yeah, watch it. He's down the bank, and you're like, you can't walk across the dirt fast as he can run across the rocks is the problem. And then of course me trying to roll around, I just climb down them rocks, and now my butt's paying for it. So anyways, guys, prayers for everybody having issues in their with health or anything like that. you know, God knows what y'all need. So I just pray that God fulfills what is needed in everybody's life, and you know, they learn to cope with what he gives them. You know, he is all powerful, and he puts temptations and trials in our life for a reason. So you guys have a great day. Go tie something. Gregory, it says Gregory hops those rocks like a mule deer. Yep, he sure does. So Rosie's trying to get real quick. Rosie's trying to get a toy out from under the table. So she is literally moving the coffee table and my chair and Naomi at the same time. She's just like pushing them apart as she wiggles her way in there to get her toy. So it's funny stuff. But hey, you guys, remember, hit that like and subscribe. Go tie something. We're out of here.
On the